Tonight we continue our series saluting New Mexico's heroes, and you might have noticed several sights around town as we get closer to Saturday's Lobo game. And speaking of UNM, Action 7 Sports Director Orlando Sanchez is live at University Stadium. Orlando, normally you get a little monitor, you know when you're on TV, but you turn around and what am I, about 40 by 20 over there? Oh, I'm gone.
I'm not going to lie, Doug. You look pretty good. That's 82 feet of high definition of Doug Fernandez. I don't think it gets any better than that, right? Well, as you mentioned, all week long we've been mentioning New Mexico's heroes and honoring them and recognizing all that they do here in New Mexico to protect us. And that all leads up to here at University Stadium this Saturday when the Lobos take on Tulsa. And that's our heroes game. And we've got a big party lined up. But today on KOAT this morning, a group from the University of New Mexico presented us with a huge check for our veterans.
Yes, it's a check for $500 toward the cause and stuff. So
the money will go to the Henderson House, a part of Wounded Warriors that offers support for veterans. It helps vets reintegrate into civilian life after serving overseas. To help raise awareness of our Heroes campaign for the Henderson Help, the Black Diamond balloon is hovering over Albuquerque all week. This is a view of the balloon from this morning in Sky 7. Inside the gondola was Amy Whitfield, the CEO of the Henderson House, who says the donation goes to a great cause.
To focus on job training and financial literacy and parenting skills and other things that they really need in order to become independent and have a sustainable life.
Tonight we continue honoring New Mexico's heroes with the Navajo Code Talkers. They played a vital role in winning World War II, yet after we won, they couldn't tell anyone what they did to lead us to victory. Our Royal Day has the story.
Last year, we said goodbye to Navajo Code Talker Chester Nez. He died at the age of 93, a man who in the last years of his life was surrounded by admirers.
Many people have met him, and when you meet him, you're charmed by him.
He was one of the last of the original Navajo Code Talkers. 29 Navajo men at a young age were plucked mostly from the reservation and sent into secret and private training. They were asked to develop a code in their native language. As it turned out, the Japanese couldn't crack it, and it's credited for helping us eventually win the war. Judy Avila wrote Nez's memoir.
And there were a lot of naysayers and a lot of people who thought, oh, come on, a bunch of Navajo kids, how are they going to help us? But it turned out to be the only unbroken spoken code in modern warfare.
Anytime everybody asks me about his name or who he was, I'll be very proud.
After the first group enlisted, hundreds more followed. And after they helped us win the war, they went home and couldn't tell their wives or children what they did until the declassification during Reagan's administration. These men were then given the public honor they deserved, parades, ceremonies, and the original 29 were given the Congressional Gold Medal in 2001.
President Bush went to stick out his hand to shake his hand as the other Code Talkers did to him, but Dad stood at attention and threw a salute. And I was so proud, and I asked him after, I said, how come he didn't shake the hand like the other ones did? And he said, you don't do that for the Commander-in-Chief. You salute him. And that's what he did.
They're true heroes who sadly are dying off. There are varying reports on how many are still alive, possibly up to 45. To the New Mexico Code Talkers who have passed or are still with us, we proudly salute your service. Royal Day, KOAT, Action 7 News.
Talk about an inspiration. Thanks, Royal. It makes me proud to be a New Mexican. Well, make sure to follow us all week long as our Heroes series wraps up this weekend on Saturday. We're going to try to set a world record for most texting contributions at one time. It's happening at the UNM versus Tulsa game and will be crowned jewel to our Heroes campaign. A lot of the KOAT staff and their families will be at the game. We hope you'll check it out too and join us. Back to you.